Alright everyone, my name is Jester, and I wanted to do a cast of one of my own games. Um, it's my first time casting, so I don't expect the best of map awareness, but I figured if I did it on myself, I'd have a little more awareness of what happened throughout the match, and maybe I can learn a thing or two. But I am the teal UEF here in the front. Everyone knows this map if you've played FAF. This is Duel Gap, 6v6. The general layout of the players is normally the front two land guys come up to here, hold the line. This guy dabbles with air and rushes for experimentals. This is your navy. Your eco player rushes for game enders, and the exclusive air player. Now in this game there are a few hiccups with connection, which I'll talk about once we get there, but it ends up being pretty fair because it was two of our guys that lost connection with each other and we worked it out. But I also know that there are some UI mods I could use. I tried installing them. I might have to go through my files to get them to work, but maybe you'll see that in the next one. But here we go. We got me starting off land, teal UEF. I'm not going to go too much into names because we're all pretty random rating and not the most noteworthy of games, so I'll probably mostly go off of color. We got, what are we going to call this? We're going to call this gold. We'll call this gold. Here, gold Cybran starting first air. We got a yellow Aeon starting first land. We got orange Seraphim starting first land. Our eco players going pink Aeon first air. We got another Aeon in gray going first air. For team 2, we're gonna call them because I don't got the team layout over here, but team 2 for the air player, we got a white Aeon going first air. We got red UEF as the eco, the green Seraphim Navy, frontliner first air blue UEF. We got the, what are we going for this? This is brown, a brown Cybran, and oof, gray UEF. No, I never liked the grays, man. Alright, I'm first out of the gate. It's gonna take us a second here. Let's see what our eco is doing. For radar and storage, okay. This guy's already got storage queued up, which is interesting. Don't normally want to do storage until you have Tech 2 mass extractors, or mexes as called them. Speed things up a little bit. 2+2. We got a scout and a light assault bot out from our yellow here. Starting left drone at 2 minutes is kind of crazy, but more power to you. I don't know, I can't remember if my teammate actually ends up coming out of his base, but Team 2 has both of their ACUs out now. I'm going to beat him to the punch with a few land factories. He's got an extra land factory queued up over me, and he sends a bomber out. Scouts are away. Always build the bomber first, then send the scout, because the scout is always going to be faster than the bomber. And they're extremely cheap and fast to build. Looks like he's probably going to see them first. Diverts and takes out the back set here. No air support from Team 1. So he's going to take everything out. Luckily we got that land factory up. Slow it back down a little bit. pummeling his outpost, struggling outpost. Got a 2v1 all mixed up. One from our air player, one from our wild card. Trying to clean up here. I have built my radar here to try to help out finding that. We got an early drop from our air player. What is... I did not notice this. Gonna try to rush a torpedo. He took his ACU all the way out to the front here, so might be a minute. T2's pinged it. He needs help here. He's just reclaiming every engineer. The NG reclaim war goes to Team 1. One submarine not going to be able to take on the torpedo launcher in time. The second one's on the way. He's going to ditch it completely. And same air players absolutely robbing the enemy navy. And that torpedo launcher is there to stay for a while. I have amassed a small army of light assault bots to try to maintain the reclaim field. Worked rightably so. Took down their front lines attempt at taking out the mass. I try to sneak some by, maybe get a few early mass extractor kills to help me out. Got a bomber out from their air flare, but a little too late. Took out all their build power, so that's all they have to deal with. But it is a fairly fortified position for this early in the game, right on their doorstep. I also forgot to mention the game quality is 89%, which is hard to get that high in general with noob games. I wouldn't say I'm a total noob, but I am 500 rating, which is rather low. But we have a hodgepodge of rankings here. We got the highest being their Navy player at 1600, and then following that is 1100 our air player, and then two 1000s, which is our Navy and their frontliner. I managed to sneak a bunch of light assault bots, taking out their wild cards, two mass extractors. My guys don't get too far, because noticed and prepared with a point defense. Two naval factories down to this little fortification here. Not letting him get the start he needs. Let's see how the front guys are doing. This ACU doesn't have nothing better to do. It's only got two land factories up front, not exactly what you want to see. My poor little assault bot tried to take out a T2 mech. Not interrupted until the bomber comes by, takes him out. Now that they have that fortification under control, he can finally get his navy back up and running. Another push from light assault bots. I don't normally use light assault bots this much, but it was working, so I wasn't going to stop. But I have finally switched over to normal T1 spam. So you got to push. Realizes his advantage and needs to push up on it. He's got 4 submarines versus looks like 1 sub, because these frigates cannot target these submarines. Tangled up here. ACU to T2, starting to push with, queued up some T2 point defense. T2's Navy has pulled back their ACU. Rightfully so. He's about to get overwhelmed with submarines here. I wonder what he has planned with all these all these engineers here. My goodness, someone was power stalling. Chat box is blowing up with energy going to his air player, who seems to be struggling. That off. Blue is working on T2. Our air player has reached T3 air. That's not even our air player, that's our wild card. It's already got T3 air. Our actual air player is still, he's working towards it right now. It's at about 18%. Their air player still on T2. He was struggling with power earlier, so it makes sense he's a little behind. Their wild card looks like they just got to T2, building some T2 energies. Everyone's up to about at least 50 mass income per tick. Looks like our eco player is dominating in the mass right now. I wonder why that is. Let's find out. He's only got 3 mass extractors as T3. That's a big number. I wonder where that's coming from. It might be... No, he's done reclaiming. He's just sitting pretty right now. Let's see. What's happening here? Yeah, he is dominating in the mass right now. That point defense is steadily creeping forward uninterrupted. Green has got his T2 HQ, Navy HQ back up and running. Still trying to mix some frigates in there when Team 1's Navy player has amassed a solid number of submarines. 10 to be exact up front. Looks like he's just finished his Tech 2 Navy facility, but he had the time and resources to do so uninterrupted. Those 10 submarines facing 4 subs and 3 frigates, but Team 2 has their first T2 destroyer on the way. Got a few T2 tanks, heavy tanks rolling in to support my T1's van push. Hope to sneak them by. Looks like Team 2's land player is going to be able to defend that quite easily with the army he has amassed, but he pushed them a little too close to the PD creep. My T2 heavy tanks have snuck past, ready to wreak havoc. See how far those go. Some T2 bombers coming out from Team 2's air player. No AA in sight. No frigates, which come with AA. Looks like they're going to pick off those subs pretty quickly uninterrupted. Our Team 1's air player with a good handful of T2 combat fighters. There's Aeon. I don't think Aeon has fighter bombers at T2. They have just combat fighters. Scares them away. Don't want to lose that mass for no reason. We got some tactical missiles. Those gonna land. Almost broke through that shield. Any kills? No kills on him yet. I almost took him down with my T2 tanks. Those might be able to deal some serious damage. Oh! And from the Team 1's wild card is Strategic Bomber with 27 kills already. Took out almost all of Team 2's eco. Devastating. Is he going to be able to get out of there? I think he might be able to get out of there. Wow, where is he going next? We've got a bunch of tactical missile launchers. Mobile missile launchers, rather. Just peppering Team 2's second land player. Was able to shut down those two mexes that Team 2 had up front. Swinging back around to take up the top lane player. Up to 39 kills, 3 ranks in veterancy. Just missed those T2 flak. Swinging back around. Keep him safe. He is a lot of rank. Oh, those mobile missile launchers are going to have a blast now, uninterrupted by tactical missile defense. Looks like he's recalling that stealth bomber, rightfully so. Oh, he's swinging back around. What do we got in the Navy? We got T2 destroyers out from Team 1 now. Still has a solid group of subs. A little bit of a ballsy play from Team 2 trying to put in a naval facility smack dab in the middle of the lake. This bomber is going on a rampage. 57 kills, 4 ranks in veterancy. Team 1 is pushing further into that top lane player. Holding out his base. Second T3 strategic bomber from Team 1's wild card. Gonna try to break through this shield. Looks like the ACU is repairing it. No, he is stuck. The absolute veteran strategic bomber finally taken down. Looks like it might be a first projection here. Will you be able to outrun this? We have a flak cannon. You need to be going point defense right now, my guy. He's got a bob and weave. He's got about probably a little more than 10 mobile missile launchers just doing everything they can to take this APC down. Might get away though. He does not have very many tanks. I take this time and advantage to push through and try to take out this front outpost from the lower land player. Another strategic bomber helping me out. Should be trying to take down this armored command unit. Oh, just taken down. Team 2's air is at T3. T3 is online. Does have 3 ranks in veterancy on that commander. He is back into the green quite quickly. Mass numbers. Team 1's eco again at 300 mass per tick. He's got those mass fabs running overtime. He's not playing around. Already got the quantum gateway up. And there it is. Pause and explain here. So we were sitting with the disconnection lockout for about almost 10 minutes discussing how we were going to handle this. And who was it? I'm almost certain it was our Navy and our Eco were trying to figure out who was going to give up. And since we had just had such a successful push on land, and their eco player had taken such a big hit with that strategic bomber, and Navy was still kind of up in the air, we decided that our eco should leave, and he left, and that will put us back on track. That's why this will explode any second now. There we go. track of what happens down here when I was playing. I was too focused on keeping this push. Once we have pushed them fully out of the center, I just took advantage and started taking as much mass as I could. Some tactical missiles. Oh, that looked like artillery. Yeah, one artillery piece out from the top lane player on team 1. In come the mobile missile launchers. How many do we have here? That is a lot. 14 mobile missile launchers. Will this one buzzkill be able to hold out? I learned this very recently, but apparently buzzkills, the UEF tactical missile defense, is one of the worst in the game, and rightfully so, especially against the Cybran tactical missiles. They split before impact. Not even before impact. Once it's shot, they split with 3 separate mini missiles, just dealing immense damage. I have a solid force in here to help push with these mobile missile launchers. We're going to try to make a move on the front fence that Team 2's front man has tried to construct here, encouraging rushing of Team 3 to try to defend this incoming attack. Team 1's Navy pushing all the way into their neck of the river here, trying to take out that factory that once again trying to get it to Team 3. I don't know if they'll be able to do it and push something out fast enough. It is up and is currently building. It looks like a battleship, which probably wasn't the best, but we got a few cruisers sitting outside range, just peppering the buildings here. First set of T3 units appearing on the land side of things. 5 heavy assault bots running across the field. Help with this front push. And Team 2's front man is officially under attack by those mobile missile launchers that have not let up. He's getting a risky position here with the base view. Clear out some of those wall spaces so we weren't so choked up on it. Has tried to pouring a little too much into land forces. Really trying to get some points picked up. It does have a G2 here. Their wild card desperately trying to defend the incoming attack that will be heading his way shortly. Going to start targeting that HQ. Only land factory remaining here. I try to sneak up, get to this SMB. Looks like Team 1's Navy has pulled back, realizing they're kind of at a stalemate, even though he has plenty of ships outclassed Team 2 here. What am I doing? Looks like I was maybe trying to sneak up with these T3 assault bots to try to cripple their wild card player here. So it looks like a little bit of everyone just went to clean out this empty space here. We needed to get that mass back online. The center has fully gone to Team 1 here. Every massive director point available to them. Shield down for the SOP. Important to go down with that T3 power generator. some accidental friendly fire from the second land player here, attempting to take out my unit, just absolutely peppering his teammate's face. Oh, and he loses the mechs from it, a T3 mech. Oh my goodness. Team 1 Navy is officially taken out. The Tech 3 naval facility for Team 2. They are in quite a dangerous position here. Destroyers are getting taken, just peppered on by these cruisers back here. Could easily catch up to him, take him out, and have free reign with these 6 devastating long range tactical missile, just absolutely annihilated their Team 2's Navy. I have sent in another push here of the rest of my T2 units, converting to T3. Second land player still pumping out some T2 units, but they're not in that big of a hurry. Have them cornered. Wow, just shredding through this base. No T2 back to the defense here. Looks like he's going to try to go and help land here. Taking out of what's left of T2's Navy and frontman. Platforms here, try to fight back against these cruisers. I don't know if that was the right choice, but he's doing what he can here. Can't really focus on game enders when your base is just getting riddled with tactical missiles. Look at all that. How many are we up to at this point? To 9 cruisers sitting off your base, sitting off your beach. T2 push has arrived to the front man space. Looks like I'm going to be able to finally polish off what we have left here. Unless his T3 mobile artillery unit has anything to say about it. The rain sets in. That might have been a control K. Might have given up. Who is that? Yobo. Their Navy player threw in the towel. Right, I mean, can't really blame him at that point. There's nothing he can do against probably 10 cruisers at this point. Ooh, another person bowing out. Eco player
Strategic
bowing
launch
out.
detected.
Couldn't handle it anymore. Air player bowing out. I didn't realize everyone bowed out of this, but go ahead and speed this up as we wrap up. Strategic launch, heading to a base that is no longer there. Team 2's front man officially bowing out after losing everything in his base. Watch all these supersonic still holding out with a just batch of loyalists sending cruise missiles back. Return to sender. They're instantly getting shot down by the cruisers themselves, but we'll see how long that lasts. Destroyer was attempting to pepper those loyalists to death. Wasn't really working out too well. Team 1 pinging the SMD to finally polish off this game. This second land player is now hiding in the wild card space. It's like, I'm over it. I'm done. Now will it officially end?
Strategic launch detected.
There it is. Going in. Does not care about the SMD anymore. Oh. Looks like they both quit. Game over. Well, wasn't the most fulfilling of games, but hope you enjoyed it. You learned anything? Leave a thumbs up, man. Thanks for watching.